Hi everyone, welcome back to my kitchen, to my channel. I'm Helena, and today we're making a delicious shrimp soup. Now, this might not be the shrimp soup that you're expecting. It's not loaded with vegetables, potatoes, seafood, anything like that, alright? This is basically seafood, not seafood. I like a shrimp soup with a delicious consomme to it, with shrimps. You serve it hot. It's a spicy one, but hey, you don't want it spicy. Watch the recipe, watch me cooking, and I'll tell you what not to put in if you don't want it spicy. Spicy hot. Now this is the Mexican way of doing it. The spicy part ain't gonna choke you. It's nothing that you're gonna be like or anything like that. It gives you a nice spicy. And if you want to serve it that way and you want to kind of cut down the spicy part a bit, when you serve it warm. Cut up some lemon slices. Have people squeeze fresh lemon on it before they eat it. That will kind of lower down the spicy part a little bit, but it's so tasty, so tasty. So let's get started. Alrighty. Oops. So I've started by putting a pot on the stove here with about 1.2 liters of clean water. And I say clean water because a lot of people are watching from Mexico and down Central and South America, and the water that comes out of the taps, most areas, is not clean. In this case, we want clean water. Now I'm adding in shrimps here. This size. Don't really know how they mention them, but it's about, here, see, 280 grams on one side, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and whatever is left in that pack. 18, and a little tail there, and then we're adding on another 280 grams. So that's 480, that's 560, just over half a kilo of shrimp. They're on the larger side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the spade. Alrighty. Now we want to leave this to boil for about, I would say, 10 minutes at least. I'll leave it on there. And we want that that shrimp taste with the skin and everything, heads on and so forth, to really be absorbed. Alrighty, for a great taste. Now I'm also adding on, let's see here, 3. I'm actually going to put a 4th piece in of 3 chili peppers. Chile de árbol. The best translation I can find for this is tree or tree peppers. Okay, can't find this, find a chile habanero, an habanero pepper or something similar, or let me know where you're at and I will explain how you can substitute this. Okay, now if you don't want this to get spicy, you do not add any of this. Maybe just one little one for the taste. Alrighty. Now let's get some dill. I got about this much here. Taking out fresh dill to put into our cooking pot with the shrimps. Alright, to just leave it in there. I've taken mine off the stove by now. It's been in for cooking for more than 10 minutes. So next here we're going to prepare what is in most soups in Mexico. They call it down here the Mexico City style. I guess they're doing something right, like 23, 24 million citizens up in Mexico City area. Well, basically, this gives the substance, gives the color, gives the taste. Whether you're preparing a shrimp soup, seafood soup, vegetable soup, or a meat soup the Mexican way, alrighty? Now, it has something that's called chile guajillo, and I'm going to show you what they look like. It's a dried chile. Walmart sells them, Costco sells them, Sam's sells them. They normally come up in the north in a plastic pack. It will say chile guajillo. The way you spell that is Guajillo. Guajillo. Can't find this one. You can substitute this with something that's called chile ancho. A-N-C-H-O. Ancho. So these are chili peppers, and what we need to do is to clean them up, get the seeds out, open them up, get the top part off, and get the veins. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right in Spanish or in English. Veins is the same as what you have in your body going through all over. Veins, all right? The veins, that's the part that makes the chile hot and spicy. So you don't want it hot and spicy. Clean out all of the veins properly. I'm going to clean out 6 of these. I'm going to show you how. And then we're going to boil them up with garlic, onion, and tomatoes. Some cinnamon, a bit of vinegar, and a bit of oregano. Alrighty, now I'm going to leave one of these chilies with the veins on it so that it gets spicy. Now, doing this, I will be using gloves. I've learned my lesson, believe me. I remember once I tried to impress my boyfriend some 29, 30 years back. Now, my daughter's father, today my ex-husband, still friends though, mind you, and I was using chile habanero peppers, and I had my hair loose. I was trying to impress him with a great chile sauce, and whilst cooking and doing and making with my bare hands, I went like, like this, and get my hair out of my face. By the time I started feeling a burning sensation in my face, I went to the bathroom, checked the mirror. I'm like, oh my God. I had burn marks all over. Everything was swollen up. And I'm like, seriously? When he came over, he loved my tacos. Yes. He looked at me and he says, what on earth happened? I explained, and he laughed. Nice laugh. And from there on, seriously, no, you need to use gloves or some kind of plastic on your hands when you work with these chili peppers. Alrighty, let's get started. So first of all, I got half of a large onion here, a white onion or yellow onion. Just cut the parts off, and if you want to, cut it in half. Put it in a cooking pot with water, clean water in it, okay, Di? I'm doing that on the side here. Now, after that, we want to put in tomatoes. Just clean them up, cut them up, cut out the side parts here. I got some more here. So it's like 1.5 tomatoes that I'm putting in, like this. And then here we go, another piece. Okay, I cleaned up about 7 garlic cloves, fresh ones, and we're going to put all of them into our pot with tomatoes and onion. And now we're going to start cleaning up the chile pepper, the guajillo. Okay, as I said, I'm using gloves for these. These ones broke a bit, but it's the hand I'm using to cut with, not the one I'm using to hold with. So, we take these chilies, and what we do is cut off the top part. Alrighty, I'm going to show you with one here, and we'll do the rest with all of the other one. We'll split it here in 2 parts, and we're just going to open this one up. get the seeds out of it. And these are the parts that I say are veins. Like, you gotta get these out, all right? So we can't do just everything with a finger. We're gonna have to use a knife. Open these up a bit here, and then just take them off, even if that means pulling a bit. Alrighty. There we go. And on the side here, let's not make them stand out too much. All right, pull them. All right, like this. There you go. Here's a part here that should be pulled a bit more. All right, pretty clean. I'm not cleaning too thoroughly because I want this to be a little bit spicy. Slice this up if you want to, like this, and put it into our pot with the onion, tomato, and garlic, okay? And we'll do the same procedure with the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chiles guajillos. Now I'm adding a pinch of salt into our chile mix cooking up here. I'm going to put a lid on it, and we're going to let this boil for 5-6 minutes, alrighty? Okay, so our mix here has boiled up for 5 minutes. What I'm going to do is take what's in here and put it into a blender glass. This is a normal sized blender glass that I've got here. So in goes the chilies, the guajillo, the tomatoes, the onion, and all of it goes in here. Okie dokie. Now we're also putting some of the water in here to the blender, and not a lot, like maybe 1/4, 1/3, close there, and make sure this cools off before you attempt to blend it. Alrighty. Now what's left in my pot here, I'm gonna rinse it out and make sure everything is inside the blender. Now into our blender goes like 1 more pinch of salt here, maybe 2. Okay, and we're gonna put in a tiny wee bit of cinnamon, like maybe 1/2 teaspoon, if even that. Okay, we're also adding in there oregano. I would say maybe a tablespoon. And I'm going to put this into my hand, and I am going to grind it like this before it goes into the actual blender. Okay, okay. Now also maybe 2-3 tablespoons of white vinegar. Okay. Now we're gonna, as I said, make sure this chills down a little bit, cools off a little bit, before we attempt to blend it, to actually put it on and blend it. Alrighty. Okay, so our blender, what's in it? The blender glass has chilled down quite a bit. What we're gonna do is just put this to mix, to blend for like a minute, minute and a half, and then add it on to our shrimp soup. Okay. Okay, so it's blended up perfectly, and now what we're doing is to add it on to our, adding on the mixture from the blender. Here we go. All of it goes in, all of it. I'll add on a little tiny bit of water to get everything out. Okay, there we go. Shaking it around with a bit of water and adding it in. Righty. Now all that's left to do is to mix this around a little bit. There we go, nice red color to it. Dill is in there, the shrimps leaving their taste, thanks to the shells, the actual peel being left on the skin being left from the shrimps here. Now we're going to boil this up for a few minutes, all right? Alrighty, so our shrimp soup is now ready. It is kind of too hot for me to lift up. I'll try on the side so you can see. I just put a little bit dill on there to decorate. So good, so good. Now, I would advise you to make this the day before. Then put it in the fridge, have it chill, cool down overnight. It will absorb all of the flavors so much better. Now, for me, it wasn't spicy enough, so I did take some chili flakes like this. These ones, okay? And I added them in here just to make it a little bit more spicy. Entirely up to you how spicy you want it, all righty? Now, this is it for now. Shrimp soup, delicious, Mexico City way. Please help me share in the States and Canada. I need more sharing in those two countries. And let me know if you liked it. Let me know where you're from. And bon appetit, and I will see you next video.